Hey, Purpose Peeps, this is Dina Wiggins of DinaWiggins.com, your purposed resultant who lives and creates from the combination of spark, strategy, purpose, and results. And in this week's episode of What's Happening in the Purpose Peep community, I am coming to you via audio. I'm hoping my voice is going to allow me to continue and not totally give out on you. So last week was a really big week. So we started off with our big question of the week, which had to do with how our sparks and nudges are purpose partners that unlock our superpowers and allow us to leapfrog. So really big words and a lot of really big insights for the week. So we unlocked how sparks and nudges are purpose partners and how one ignites and the other nudges us along and allows us to have direction and what we should be doing to help us to change behaviors that kind of follow suit along with the nature and the direction of our sparks. Big insight. And a lot of you responded by sharing that the post followed with the Good Morning Sunshine post throughout the week that were really kind of under the umbrella of that big question of the week, really sparked you and allowed you to take another look and have another perspective. And so that really, I appreciate your feedback and I appreciate being able to partner with you because that's totally the intention of the Purpose Peep community. What was also interesting is just a different take on leapfrogging, because a lot of people associate leapfrogging with leaping over the competition and kind of like it being a person thing. But just taking another look and exploring that from the idea of leaping over barriers to your results that matter and leaping through different means of technology. And also allow us to leapfrog through our relationships, through our purpose partnerships that allow us insight, knowledge, and wisdom that allow us to grow and scale in unexpected ways, and just how it is a key of innovation. And that really resonated with our Purpose Peep community. So that was kind of cool too. Another thing that came through in our community last week was just my experience with Imposter Syndrome and just how it just came to a new level of awareness and just how it works through my life. And I wrote a piece on how Imposter Syndrome really became Izzy and a purpose partner, showing me and confirming that I'm actually in the throes of purpose that's for me. So I intend on having exploring a different relationship with imposter syndrome, because it comes up a lot, especially as I'm doing new and different things in my business, as I'm relating and just having different experiences in community shows up a lot. So I'm going to just have an experience with imposter syndrome, better known as Izzy, as a purpose partner that's with me until I decide and move into my next. So it was kind of cool to just extract a different meaning and experience with it. But in order for Izzy to travel with me, I really have to embrace her as a signal of change in my life, as something that's not happening to me, but that's something that's happening for me and with me, to help me recognize just the meaning of the significance of things that are happening in my life. And some of you gave feedback that, wow, that really opens up a door for inquiry for me or intimacy into me. I see that I can explore through that lens that you shared about imposter syndrome. May not be your experience, but it just may be something to just try on and consider. And so that was really good feedback as well. And then there was the blog post that happened. I got sparked, so why am I stuck? So what's cool is just all the things that were being birthed this week under the umbrella of the big question that had to do with sparks and nudges, being purpose partners that ignite, activate, and help us to shift our behaviors. It's really interesting how it kind of ushered in just different ways to explore the big question of the week. So if you haven't checked out the blog post, you can go to the website, dinawiggins.com. I think it's in the featured comments or the featured section at the top of the website, and just look at just three ways that you might get stuck and the reasons why you might get stuck after being sparked. So really cool stuff, and good feedback on that as well. And we also had some cool content that came up in our Connecting with Purpose editions for last week. One edition brought up the side hustle revolution. That was a cool short video from one of those video excerpts from TED Talks in the series about the way we work. And I just love all the attention that's coming forth with just these new ways that we. There was also another article that was giving some strategies to use for the gig economy. So isn't that cool? So not only is the mainstream taking notice to just what we're doing as entrepreneurs and solopreneurs and parallelpreneurs and all the preneurs, but they're also giving a name to it, the gig economy. And so that was pretty cool with some neat insights if that's you. And in one of the editions of Connecting with Purpose, there was a video clip that bubbled up about workism. And it was actually a short excerpt from an interview that took place on CBS Good Morning with Gayle King. And it was interesting because Gayle mentioned that she was so sparked by what this person had to say about workism that it was feeding an article that she was working on. So I can't wait to see. So this lens about workism was really about leveraging our jobs, like worshiping our jobs as a way to extract meaning in our lives. And you guys know I'm really passionate about purpose at work, but I come through it through a different lens, which is we unlock ourselves and we bring our full selves to what we do, including our doing at work. But it was really interesting to hear the business case for workism and just what it is, because I really resonated with a lot of what he was saying. But then there was that distinct difference in where we went and, well, what does this mean and how can I apply it? So it was really cool. So I had so much I wanted to say about that I think I'm actually going to blog about it this week. So look for that, because for a while, I was exploring spirituality, the intersection of spirituality and work. And for me, it was really about bringing my authentic self to my doing and my work and just how to do that. So I wasn't like compartmentalizing myself and compartmentalizing my life. And then when I came through the door of purpose, it really clicked for me. But, I have that broader sense of purpose and how we can leverage that in our doing. So look for that. Speaking of this week, we have our new question of the week, which is, what is your signature that seals your impact? Oh, that's a juicy one. What is your signature that seals your impact? And so the words that we're going to explore this week are going to be signature, seals, and impact. And let's see what comes forth this week. So I really enjoyed being with you Purpose Peeps. I love it. I love kind of exploring these big questions with you guys. I love your feedback, your notes, your DMs. And I just really look forward to this next week with you guys and just seeing what comes up. And if you have any suggestions, any home remedies for this cough that I can't seem to get rid of, you can also leave those below as well. So talk to you soon, Purpose Peeps.